In this video, I convert up a Plaguecaster for the Death Guard. Hello, this is Craig from bizbox.co.uk. In this video, I'm going to convert up a Plaguecaster using the one from the Dark Imperium box set as a base. So I'm basically going to just change him up a little bit. This could be useful for some of you who may have more than one of this miniature and want to do something different with him. Before we begin, I think there's just one day left to get on our Patreon if you want to be in with a chance to win a copy of Necromunda. So the link for our Patreon is down below. Of course, there's other things that you get by going on the different reward levels as well. So if you're interested in helping support the channel, then the link is down below, and you could win yourself a nice copy of Necromunda. So yeah, let's just get straight into this conversion. Okay, so in this video we're going to be converting up a Nurgle Plaguecaster based off the Dark Imperium model, but we're going to change him up to make him a bit more unique. Now, I know a lot of people will trade or buy more than one of these boxes, so you end up with duplicate models. So you might wish to convert one of these up to make him different from the other one, or you might just simply not like this model, and that is exactly what Chewing Gum Chicken has said. He requested they would love to see a conversion of the Plaguecaster so he doesn't look so lame. That's his words, not mine. I don't mind the model, although there are some bits I'm not really too keen on. He says something to remove the baby face and change his staff from a toilet brush to something nastier. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to remove... I'm not a massive fan of the face either, and we're going to remove that. We're going to remove the staff, and we're going to remove this puff of smoke thing as well. Now, as I film this sort of start bit, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to replace these with. I have some ideas. I'll have to see what I have available, but in the meantime I'm just going to quickly show you how to build him if you want to replace these parts. So the first two bits will go together are these bits here. Now we're going to remove this head entirely, and I think we're going to get rid of the sort of cloak, sort of hood thing that goes above his head. So we're going to chop that head off, so we just got the torso, and then that will glue on there like so. So let's get that started. So that will go on just like that. Now I haven't cleaned up all these edges and such. Obviously, if you're doing your miniature, you would. I think that just lines up like that. It's a bit harder to line this bit up without the head now. I think it's something like that. Yeah, like that. That sort of fits in there nicely, like so. So we'll let that dry. While that's drying, we can cut the hand off the staff. Now it's up to you how you want to do this. I'm going to go top of the top, top of the bottom, and then we'll just try and cut out the hand, just the hand, and leave that little bit of armor plate there. So we sort of go in sort of like that, and then come in from this end as well. It's not going to be the neatest of cuts. Right, just get in like that. Maybe go at an angle first. We can get the knife on to neaten that up. And you can see it just needs neatening up. So I can get the knife on that and scrape that away. That just gives us a bit of a cleaner appearance, because we'll still have the armor plate. Now, of course, you could just chop this whole piece off there, and depending on what arm we get, I may have to do that. We shall see. But yeah, just chop this little bit away for a hand to go in. Now with Nurgle, you can get away with all the odd little chips and scrapes and stuff on your miniature. This bit here I am going to remove, but maybe we'll wait till we start gluing this on, because otherwise it's going to end up in two pieces and it could be a bit awkward to attach. We'll see. The backpack I'm going to leave as it is, and then on this piece I'm just going to do away with the hand. Now this is a very sort of weird mutated piece on the arm, so I could be tempted with this one to actually remove it. Just remove all this, and I think I will. I'm just going to chop all that off, and then we'll replace the half the arm entirely. So I just need to neaten that up with a file. So I'm going to neaten these bits up and then start gluing them together, and then I'll be back. So this is essentially what we've got. Now there is a big sort of gap here where we've cut off the head and such, and I'm not sure if this bit goes on there somewhere, I don't know. But we're not going to worry about that. I've kept this bit on. Maybe we'll put the other flowy bit on somewhere. Now, I'm not a massive fan of these things that are coming out of him, but they could be handy to cover up some gaps later on. Anyway, I've been having a rummage around what I want to do with the arms. Now originally I was going to have like a bolt pistol there and a staff here. Trying to find stuff for a left arm is very difficult. You get the odd sort of chain swords and stuff like that. But trying to find decent weapons to go on the left arms, a bit trickier than I thought. There's loads of stuff for the right, so we're going to use something for the right. And I thought, how about a nice staff from the Putrid Blight Kings. Now this has like this Nurgle symbol on the top. I think it's really cool. Now of course what I was originally going to do is get like an axe or something for the left arm and replace that, but again just didn't have them on hand. For those of you who want some reference, I think the Khorne Wrathmongers box has some good left-handed axes. Space Marine Devastators has a left-handed power axe. It's ones I can remember off the top of my head. I believe the Wrathmongers as well have a left-handed standard pole. So I was looking at different standard bearer poles as well. Most of them again are right-handed. And that's going to go on there. I'm going to cut this arm at a bit more of an angle so he's holding this up more straight. So I'll let this top bit dry. And we're going to cut this arm. Try to cut this arm a bit of an angle. We haven't got much left to work with. But so that bit's in the way, but we'll try and avoid that. So we'll come around here and just chop out a bit of an angle. And then this should fit on a bit better. It doesn't look too natural, but we can trim that down a little bit. Add some green stuff if need be. But that'll be fine. I'm definitely going to have some green stuff around the neck for when the head goes on. But we'll worry about that later. So, yeah, we've got this arm up here all stretched out, which would be ideal for a staff, which is what he had originally. But, again, it's the wrong arm. So what can we have? Well, I thought about a bolt pistol. It looks a bit silly. But then I sort of found this arm in the Putrid Blight Kings set, and I think, yeah, that could be quite cool. But as it's quite mutated, we're going to trim this arm down this time. So we're not going to worry about where the hand goes. We're going to really trim that down and have this arm sort of bursting out of his armour. So, I'm just going to chop this bit down as well. And essentially that's going to go on there like so. I think that works. It's something different. Works well for Nurgle. So you've got this weird sort of mutated tentacle thing. Of course you could chop the arm off completely and just completely repose it and have something completely different, but it's really up to you. These are just a guide to give you guys ideas, and obviously step by step. I think I say that in every video. I'm winging it mostly. I'm winging it. But usually I'm quite happy with how these conversions turn out. Now this arm joint is annoying me a little bit. I might have to just go off camera, play around with that, get it dead right, and get that glued on. So, back in a sec. So this is essentially what I've got. So he's holding the staff up. He's got his mutated arm out. Oh yeah, it looks okay. Next we've got a head. I haven't got a massive choice to work from, but I do have this one spare from the Plague Marines. I do quite like that. That's going to sit in there. And obviously we're going to have to green stuff around it, just to fill in the gaps we are left with. So I'm going to try and just see if I can just sit it in there. That can be glued to the rim on the back. Now it's up to you where you want them to be facing. I want them sort of facing this way. For like so. So that's what we've got. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm not 100% happy with this. It's for mutated arm, I think. I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe if his head was facing this way. It would be better if he was sort of walking more that way and not the other way. So yeah, we'll leave it like that. Not 100% happy with that mutated arm. I'm very tempted just to chop it off and replace it with just like a bolt pistol or something. I don't know. Well, I'll let you guys use your imagination on what that would look like, but yeah, we'll leave it like that. Now, it's quite a cool arm. I'm just not 100% sure on the pose having it stretched out like that. But I think I'll leave it like that just for the sake of this video, because it's getting late. And I've got to do some green stuff in. So I'm just going to let this dry and whack a little bit of green stuff on him, and then we'll see how he's looking then. Okay, so some very crude green stuff work later, but this is what I'm left with. I actually really like the staff he's got. I think it works very well for a Plaguecaster. It might be a little bit on the wonky side, but that's fine for now. But yeah, I just done some very sort of crude green stuff work. Obviously, if you guys are attempting something similar, you can do a lot better than me, I'm sure. But I've just done it quickly. Just as I said, I'm running out of time. It's getting late, so all that bit's not even dry yet. But yeah, that's essentially what I've come up with. I'm going to keep the mutated arm. Actually, it's not too bad. I think once it's painted on that, it'll look quite cool. I do like the head I've used. It's just one I had left over from the Plague Marine squad, but I actually quite like it. I think it worked quite well for a Plaguecaster. You could, of course, green stuff a hood on any old head that you wish, or try something completely different. The choice is, of course, yours, but this is what I've come up with. I'm just using bits I've got lying around. So, yeah, I'm actually a bit happy with him now. He's sort of finished. I added this little bit on there to cover up a few gaps and just give him a bit more symmetry, and maybe I'll neaten up the top of the other one with a little bit of green stuff later on. But for now, I just need to leave him to dry properly because that bit's moving about a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This was done on request, and we've had quite a few requests, and I've been getting through most of them. So do please keep them coming in. It's great getting these requests from you guys, and I really enjoy making these videos. So yeah, long may it continue. Hopefully we can get quite a few done. And if you have enjoyed this video and you liked this video series, then please do give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to our channel. You can hit that little bell icon so you can get a notification as soon as these videos go live on YouTube. We also have a Patreon you can check out. I put some of these up early. Some of these videos will be Patreon only, and that doesn't just go for these videos as well. There's other videos as well that you'll see early and Patreon only. And we're going to try and do a bit more for Patreon in the new year as well. So yeah, all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again in the next video.